The heel flip. Heel flips are one of those tricks where you either love them or you hate them. Some people are just naturally kickflip people, and some people are born to heel flip, and I'm sure you'll find out pretty fast which type you are. The only requisite for this trick is a good old-fashioned ollie. If you can get a solid ollie, it means you understand the basics behind how to pop and how to distribute your weight correctly. The heel flip consists of three main parts: the pop, the kick, and the landing. Like the ollie and the kickflip, foot placement for a heel flip can vary depending on how you feel most comfortable. Some people put their feet on the board in almost the exact same way they do for an ollie, while others hang almost their whole foot off the edge. The way that I feel most comfortable and get the most pop out of my heel flips is by placing my back foot in the heel side pocket and my front foot about halfway up the board with about an inch of my toe hanging off. The counterbalance of having each foot on either side of the board helps to stabilize you and give you the pressure needed to pop and flick your heel. Just like with a kickflip, when you set your feet up for a heel flip, the further down the board you put your foot, the faster the board will spin, and vice versa. You might want to start off by putting your front foot further back in order to get the feeling for the spin, but I recommend eventually moving it further up in order to pop higher. To start practicing a heel flip, I suggest practicing standing still and kicking your heel off the front corner of the board. Flipping your board is half of the battle, so if you practice this step enough and get a good flick down, your chances for landing this trick will increase. With a heel flip, when you kick your front foot up and off the board in order to flip it, the motion is more of a straight kick than a flick. Your front foot is still going to kick forward and off to the side, like the opposite of a kickflip, but because you're using the side of your foot and your heel, there will be less of a flicking motion and more of a kicking in front of you motion. Once you can fully kick and get the board around, you need to start jumping off your back foot, just like an ollie or a kickflip. The key is to stay directly over the board and keep your weight centered. Something I didn't mention earlier when I was talking about practicing while standing still is that with heel flips, because of the kick motion, some people find it really hard to do them standing still because the board tends to kick behind you or away from you. If this is happening to you, I would suggest giving yourself a little push and then trying kicking a few heel flips around. A good way to practice heel flips, especially the landing, is to hold onto a railing or a banister while practicing. This will help keep your weight above the board and will hopefully keep you from falling if something goes wrong. Also, try to keep your shoulders pretty much straight when you're doing a heel flip. You don't really need to worry about catching heel flips or making them look crazy, at least not at first. The main focus is the rotation of the board and just landing on it. An ugly rocket heel flip is still a heel flip, so don't worry so much about the look of this trick at first. So here are a few heel flips. Watch them a few times and try to see what's going on, especially with the kick of my front foot. Hopefully this helped you to at least understand the mechanics of a heel flip a little better. Just like with everything else in life, practice makes perfect. So break this trick down, practice each step, and hopefully you'll be able to get them. If you need more help on this trick or any others, I do personalized skate help videos. Just comment on this video and we can set something up. Thank you, and like and subscribe if you want.